Hey guys, Javer here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Warm Audio WA-87 R2 condenser microphone. Now, this is Warm Audio's take on the classic and legendary Neumann U87 microphone, which can be heard on so many albums throughout history, it's ridiculous. But you can get your hands on this microphone for a fraction of the price and you can achieve some of that legendary sound. And so today I wanted to come at you and make this video showing you some of the features of the WA-87 and running through examples of some real-world sounds going through it so you can formulate an opinion as to whether this microphone might be a good fit for your workflow, for your mic locker, and see if it's something that you want to add to the mix. So without further ado, let's jump into it and let's get to exploring the Warm Audio WA-87 R2. Alright, to get started, the WA-87 is a large diaphragm condenser microphone. It has a few different polar pattern options, one being cardioid, one being an omnidirectional, and one being a figure 8. It also has a 10 dB pad and a high-pass filter on it that really help for vocal recording or to get rid of low rumble. Now, the build quality of the WA-87 feels absolutely solid. This has got some weight to it. It is not cheap feeling at all. Trust me, the minute you pick up this microphone, you're going to know that there is some quality behind this. Now, I'm going to be doing this demonstration running the microphone through my Apollo Twin X by Universal Audio. And I am currently sending this through some compression and through some EQ for the purposes of the voiceover here. However, I'm going to switch over to the UAD console and show you that I'm going to run this clear with absolutely no plugin so you can get a really true example of what the sound quality is coming just through the microphone itself. Okay, so here we are in the UAD console. This is where you control all of the settings, all of the inserts that apply effects onto whatever channel you're tracking on through the Apollo interface. If you're not familiar with this, it's not really important to this video. However, I did want to illustrate that you can see I have no inserts, absolutely no effects on the microphone signal now. So what I've got here is just a clean signal, of course phantom power. This is a condenser microphone that, as most condenser microphones do, does require that phantom power. I have adjusted the gain a little bit here just to get a clean signal, and that's about all I wanted to show you on here. So now what I want to do is explore the polar patterns on the microphone first and foremost. This is going to be a really interesting test. So as of right now, I've got this set on a figure 8 polar pattern. What that means is, just as the name implies, I've got it picking up in front of the microphone and I've got it picking up behind the microphone. Now, in order to test this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the microphone while I am speaking into it. And what we should notice from the figure 8 pattern on here is that we've got dead spots on the side of the microphone, or dull spots where sound is being deflected. So let's take a listen here. I'm on the front of the microphone. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Listen to that. I'm on the side. It is not picking it up. Keep going. 1 2 1 2. Now I'm on the back of the microphone. That is cool stuff. Test. Okay, now let's switch over. We're going to move into cardioid next. In order to do this, I want to make sure that I turn the phantom power off before I make that switch. So here we go. Okay, now I am in the cardioid position. And what that means is that I'm going to be picking up in front of the microphone, basically kind of an upside down heart shape, if you will, in front of the microphone. Nothing on the sides, nothing on the back. So let's test this out. 1, 2, 3, test. 1, 2, 1, 2, test. 1, 2. That's pretty good deflection. 1, 2, test. 1, 2, test. 1, 2, test. Okay, good stuff. That's the cardioid position. Finally, we're going to take a look at the omnidirectional. So let's turn the phantom power off. Okay, now we're in the omnidirectional, which, just as the name implies, this is going to be picking up sound all of the way around the microphone, so 360 degrees. Here we go. Test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3, test. That is pretty incredible. I mean, I am even getting an amazing signal off to the side of the microphone here, as you can see. So there's a lot of uses for these different polar patterns. We won't talk about all of these right now. Typically, I find myself using the cardioid in a lot of recording applications, but that's for you to decide how you want to use it. You can see how the microphone performs here in this video though. Okay, so now what I want to do is move on to doing a few examples with singing through the microphone so you can get a good idea of what that sounds like. All right. So for this first example, I'm going to be about 6 inches away from the microphone, maybe a little bit more. And I've got this in the cardioid pattern. And what I'm going to do here is just sing a little bit of a passage here. And I do not have any effects on this. This is just going to be a raw take. So I want you to hear how that sounds at about that distance. And here we go. I went down to the river on my way back to you. Okay, let's go maybe about a foot away. I went down to the river on my way back to you. Okay. And I'm going to back up a little bit here. And I don't know, maybe about 18 inches. I went down to the river on my way back to you. Okay, so that gives you a real good idea of what that sounds like at a couple different areas there. Now, one of the cool things about this microphone is that it does have the high pass filter, and so those examples, every example up till now, I have just had that set flat, so no change to the frequency response of the microphone. But let's go ahead and switch that over. If you look here, that's going to be, you've got a 10 dB pad there, but if you spin it around a little bit further, you can see right there. I'm going to switch that, and that now has the high pass filter on it, which filters out about 80 hertz and below. So that's going to be a really good tool that you want to use if you have a low rumble in your mix, or maybe you're recording something that you don't need to have a lot of low end on it. So vocals are a great example of that. Let's hear what that sounds like, see if you can hear a difference. I went down to the river on my way back to you. Okay, that gives you a really good idea of what this microphone sounds like just with your speaking voice, with some singing going through it. And the next and final thing that I want to take a look at today on this video is what this microphone sounds like with an acoustic guitar. Again, I'm going to be running this signal just completely pure, clean, no effects on it whatsoever, we'll just set the microphone in a good position in front of the acoustic guitar and go from there. Let's go ahead and strum this with a pick. You can see I've got that maybe about 12 inches away. This is in a cardioid polar pattern right now. I do have the high pass filter off and I'm not using the pad. Let's go ahead and see what that sounds like with some finger picking. Okay, let's try something that is just a little bit more percussive. Okay, let's just move the microphone away a little bit. Now we're probably about 2 feet away there. That gives you an idea of what that sounds like on an acoustic guitar. Okay. So that is the Warm Audio WA-87 R2 condenser microphone. I really hope that this video has helped you draw some conclusions about this microphone. Like I said, see if it's a good fit for your home studio mic locker. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is a microphone that you can get for a fraction of the price of the U-87, and it's going to give you a great sound. This was a huge upgrade of microphones for me. Of course, as you can see, I'm working in a very small home studio, and you know, I don't have all of the budget in the world to be buying the most expensive microphones that there are out there. So this was something that really was a nice upgrade for me and really was a game changer in my sound. Hopefully this video shows you some of the reasons why. And yeah, if you're on the fence of whether or not to get this, you know, like I said, watch the video, listen closely. I recommend listening to this video with headphones if you can. Of course, that always is a little bit more accurate sound quality as to what you're hearing with some of the frequency response from the microphone, some of the polar patterns, etc., etc. One of the last things that I did want to point out that is kind of cool with this microphone is that when you get this really awesome wooden box that this comes in. It's got some beautiful padding on the inside, and it's just a great way to keep the microphone safe, you know, and keep it stored when you're not using it. Even though that's not what I do a lot of times, I like to have it sitting out in my studio because it makes me feel good just walking into the studio and seeing that. For some reason, I feel like it increases my creative capacity. But anyway, I hope this helped. If this video did assist you in any way, shape, or form, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, until next time, I look forward to hearing what you guys think. Thanks so much.